Hi everyone, I'm Satomi and I run a hands-on bread baking class here in Tokyo. Today I'm going to share a perfect recipe for Easter, Carrot Shokupan. Carrots are often used in Easter baking, and I thought why not turn them into a soft and fluffy Japanese milk bread. This bread has a gentle sweetness, a beautiful color, and a moist texture from the carrots. Let's get started. First, let's prepare a few things. Peel the carrot and grate it finely so it mixes smoothly into the dough. After grating, make sure to measure it accurately. Mix honey and water together to adjust the temperature. Our target dough temperature after kneading is 26 to 28 degrees Celsius or 80 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now it's spring in Japan and my kitchen is around 22 degrees, which is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So today I'm using a room temperature liquid at about 20 degrees, that is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Controlling the dough temperature helps the yeast work more efficiently and makes fermentation more stable. For more detailed tips about adjusting liquid temperature, please check the description box below. Lastly, blend the butter for the dough to room temperature. Now that everything is ready, let's start mixing. Add black flour into the bowl of your stand mixer. I recommend using black flour with around 12 to 13% protein for a soft and fluffy result. Add salt. Then instant dry yeast, followed by skimmed milk powder. Lightly mix the dry ingredients so the liquid will distribute evenly. Now add the carrot, then pour in the honey water mixture. Mix roughly. It's okay if there are still some dry spots at this stage. Attach the dough fork and start kneading on low speed. If you're using a KitchenAid, that's speed 2. Once there are no dry areas, increase to medium speed, which is speed 4, and knead for about 10 minutes. At this stage, the dough usually sticks to the bottom of the bowl, and that's normally a good sign. However, in this recipe, the grated carrot releases extra moisture, so even if the dough is not sticking to the bottom, that's completely fine. Instead, check the texture by touching the dough. If it feels slightly sticky, it's in a good condition. After about 10 minutes, the dough should become elastic. Now add the softened butter. Butter is added usually after gluten starts forming, because fat can slow down gluten development and yeast activity. Continue kneading for another 12 to 15 minutes until smooth and stretchy. Right after adding butter, the dough may feel sticky again, but keep kneading until it will become smooth. Now let's do the window pane test to see if the dough is kneaded enough. Stretch a small piece of dough gently. If it forms a thin membrane without tearing, it's ready. If it tears easily, knead a little longer and test again. Next, we'll strengthen the dough using the slam and fold method. Lift the dough, then gently slam it onto the work surface and fold it over. As you slam it, pull it slightly towards you to stretch the dough. This helps build a strong gluten structure so the dough can hold gas well. When you slam it, avoid using your fingertips as you may damage the dough. Instead, support the dough with the base of your thumbs. Repeat this about 20 times. Check the dough temperature before proofing. If it's between 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, which is 80 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that's perfect. If it's lower, fermentation will take longer. If higher, it will rise faster, so keep eye on the dough while proofing. Shake the dough into a tight and smooth ball by tucking the edges underneath. Make sure it has tension on the surface. Place it seam side down in a bowl. Cover with a damp towel and let it rise in warm place until more than doubled. If your dough is at 26 to 28 degrees, it will usually take about 45 to 60 minutes in a 30 degrees blue fire, that is 86 Fahrenheit. Now the dough has risen nicely. Lightly dust the center of the surface and place your finger to the bottom. If the indentation stays and you see small bubbles, it's ready. If not, let the dough proof a bit longer. Lightly dust the surface and gently press to reduce gas. Turn the dough out, keeping the top side up. From now on, always try to keep the smooth surface on the outside during shaping, as this helps trap gas and gives a better finish. Divide the dough into 3 equal portions. Now let's do pre-shaping. Degast the dough with your palm and shape it into a tight ball, keeping the top side on the outside. This time, also make sure to create surface tension. Cover with a damp towel and let them rest for 15 to 20 minutes until the dough becomes soft. While resting, lightly graze your loaf pan. Now that the dough has rested, when you gently press it with your finger on the side of the dough, it should spring back slowly and leave a slight indentation. That means it's ready for final shaping. Now start shaping them. While working with one piece, keep the others covered with damp towel. Lightly dust the surface and gently press to release gas. Roll the dough into an oval shape using a rolling pin. Use your whole palm and roll firmly from top to bottom so the dough stretches evenly to the edges. Release gas around the edges, then flip the dough over. Rotate it 90 degrees and shape it into a rectangle. Make sure the thickness is even. Fold the dough into thirds from top and bottom. Then tuck your thumbs inside and fold it in half, tightening the surface. Seal the seam firmly. Repeat with the remaining 2 pieces. Now go back to the first piece. Apply a little flour on your palm and roll it gently with both hands to extend the length slightly. Roll the center a little bit thinner. Place it seam side down and fold it in half. Shape the remaining pieces in the same way and place them in the loaf pan in alternating directions. Gently press the dough from the top so there are no large gaps and the surface is even. Cover and let the dough rise again at around 30 degrees Celsius, that is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, until it reaches about 90% of the head of the pan. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit before the end of proofing. Once it has risen, close the lid and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. After baking, remove the lid and gently tap the pan to release steam. Remove the bread from the pan and let it cool completely before slicing. For the best result, slice the shokupan on its side, starting from the bottom corner to achieve clean, even slices. You can enjoy it on its own, or it's also nice to toast. It's perfect for Easter, but also great any time of the year. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll try making this Carrot Shokupan at home. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time and happy baking!